Alright, here we go. I love you. I definitely will. Battleship. Woo! I love you. We're about to do the entire Tennessee route. Coming around the end of the island here, this is where it meets the main Holston River. About 8 feet deep in the middle of this right here. Still real good current. It was moving at about 3.5 miles an hour just itself. Just the other side of that train trestle there is where the French Broad comes in. And these two rivers meet and then start heading down towards the right there in the Tennessee River. That's the French Broad River. That's the Holston River. And we're heading down the Tennessee River. It's the start of Fort Loudoun Lake. This is the Ijams Nature Center just outside of downtown Knoxville. It's got hiking trails and a nature center, all kinds of cool stuff. Just here is downtown Knoxville Airport. It's on an island. The main channel goes over that way, but I'm going to cut to the left over here on the inside, cut about a mile off my trip. And there goes a bald eagle right there. Wow. Sorry I disturbed you, pal. Good to see you, grandfather. this is the airport, and that's Ijams. The airport does have a boat launch. I could kayak here, catch a plane. This is the tip of the airport island. I'm reclaiming the main channel up here, and you can see downtown Knoxville skyline starting up now. Starting to get into the city now. I think there's a boat launch right here under this bridge, public boat launch. I'm going to pull in here if there is and stretch my legs for the first time. Been on the water for a little bit. Be good to do before doing the downtown stretch. How quaint under the expressway. Downtown stretch. This is the downtown Knoxville kayak launch. It's completely handicapped accessible. It's got a nice ramp. It's got the special roller bars. You put your kayak up there, pull yourself right up and launch. That's really nice. Even has a recycling bin. Now we're talking. Launch here. And it puts you right in front of the downtown cruise. That's nice. Here we have the Volunteer Princess. I forget which Mile Creek that is. I gotta look that up. That's the Star, the paddle boat. Calhoun's Barbecue just on the other side of the bridge. Got Neyland Stadium over there on the other side of both bridges. Calhouns. They're no Zukin's Rib Shack, but they'll do. Service ladder there. Somebody's got to change. Lights don't change themselves. Another one on the other side. You got river access pretty much the whole way down. You can see the sun sphere right there. Aww. It's even shining, catching a little bit of the sun. I gotta get a picture of this. From the water. Nice. See the sun sphere real good from there. My son Joshua and I came to a game and we sat way at the very, very top. We climbed all the way to the top. We were leaning against one of them fences up there at the very rim. You could see the river while we were watching the game and everything. It was a great time. I gotta get better at this, but this is another Mile Creek, and I gotta figure out which Mile Creek I'm at now. It's however many miles down, there's one every mile, so how they drain out Knoxville, I think. Over here's U of T Medical Center. This whole peninsula over here is all UT. Around the horn over this way, they've got their agricultural center, or their agricultural studies, I mean. You got guys fishing all the way down the bank. This guy's cutting bait, he's throwing. 3-4 over there. Got a big old surf rod. He's no Catfish Dave, but he'll do. He's pulling for blazes. Just about got her up. What is it? What is it? He's got a... There's a catfish. Man. Like a 5-pound catfish. Sinker he's got probably weighs 5 pounds. Right out in the middle of the channel, right where a kayak should be. Nice homes. $1 million home, $1 million view. And that's, I figure, $1 for every step you got to take all the way up there. There's got to be 1 million steps to get up to your house. Hey, can you get me a beer? Oh, yeah. Oh, God. I'm carrying my kayak up and down that, I'll tell you. Cool to see all the stuff that U of T has going on. I can't really see that from the expressway when I'm driving by. I didn't know that there was this whole thing going on down here. This is cool. There's a greenway that goes around it. I've seen a couple people walking their dogs. River goes down this way. Expressway is running there. There's an island here. I'm gonna go to the left side of it because there's a military kind of thing going on over here on the left hand side. They got all kinds of military vehicles and stuff like that. I wanted to cruise past that. Hopefully they don't sink me. I'll tell you what, whatever U of T is doing is working. I see weeds in the water over here alongside this whole lake. I ain't seen no weeds. Nothing grows in this lake. But they grew them here. It's probably the only place in this whole lake with a weed line. That's good fertilizer. Right, so the river splits here, goes around this island, and meets on the other side. I see another fella over there paddling. Over here's the military stuff, and then there's boat launch, public boat launch right next to it. It's got a little park with a picnic table and such. The gulls are starting to flock up for the winter. You don't see them as much through the summer like this. But when the shad come up into the shallows, they're really thick in the backwaters. It doesn't look like there's much to see from this side. They got a nice camera on the corner of their building. Not as nice as the one on my yak, but you know. Military grade. They're taking a picture of me, taking a picture of them. plan was to have lunch on the other end of the island, on the downstream end of the island, so that's where I'm heading. When I launched, there was a couple of duck hunters coming up off the water at the Holston River. They said they ain't seen nothing, but I should throw up a flare if I see something on the way down. Here you go, boys. Here's where they're at. All the silly geese posted up, safe and sound. Military's protecting them. Be the last place I'd want to shoot a gun off around here. Alright, made it down to the island, and I'm going to set up for some lunch. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry. Alright, I'm going to push on to the next island. It's a few more miles. I got plenty of daylight, so we'll see how it looks. I might camp there. Oh, that ain't light. Yeah, it ain't a $400 paddle. Here come that wind, just in time to get back on the water. Go. There's these really cool log cabins nestled in these cliffs here. It's really neat. Fancy. On the other side's been this walk. On the other side's been this walkway the whole way down. People playing with their dogs, a lot of them. 2 little dogs. Sniff that tree. I don't know if you can see, there's a hawk up in the tree up there. I'm not going to be able to get past him without spooking him. Maybe if I just drift. There he goes. Mother Nature. You see something? Coming back again? I go with that motor on this thing. Looks like the Lion Islands have become one island with the drawdown. Give me a little bit more access and a little bit more frontage. Let's see what the other side looks like. Yeah, this might be more private over here. It's on the wind side though, wind blowing right at me, but that might change overnight. I have to look at the weather. Alright, well, made it around the other side of Lion Island. I like what I see. I think I'm going to stay here the night. There's a spot right over there that's going to be perfect for my hammocks. And I'm going to pull the kayak up and get ready for some fishing. to start real small with some of these little nymphs. I still got to be careful lining this stuff up because these dots aren't really in the right spots for the dots, according to, for the eyes. Like those dots, when they line up, so that they're lined up the right way, makes it so that you can see the whole rod's eyes are skewed. I was even wondering if that was like for a right-handed caster or something like that, but ridiculous. Hold it on my fingers as I unravel the knots. Once it starts going, just go. Stretch her out and get all those wrinkles, curlicues, pigtails. Try to work them out a little bit. I get a lot of them out, but usually I find that catch a fish and it starts pulling on it, and it'll pull it straight for you. I'll make my loop-to-loop connection. It's amazing, I can hear those hawks chittering at each other. That's really cool. Got my first little guy on there. I'm going to use a Palomar knot for the first knot. And then all that, I'm going to leave that tail real long. And I'm going to use that extra tag just as my dropper line. I used a Palomar on that first knot. And then I got a long tag end, and I'll tie my dropper fly on with the tag. Just want a little guy. Probably something white. I think this one's a Teleco nymph. This lake actually connects with Teleco Lake a little further down, right by the dam. First day with the new hands. Tie that dropper on there with a Palomar too. If I can use a Palomar, I'm going to use a Palomar. So easy. Strong like bull. Late night GoPro footage. I got my hobo dinner on the coals. So I'm using 2 sticks of chopsticks. I'm going to pick up some of these coals, put them on top of the hobo dinner. So it requires chopstick action. Handle my coals with. Ooh, it's plenty hot, let me tell you. It's just like, yeah. Some more chopstick action. Welder hands. And the reveal. Oh, I think that worked out great. Ground up the meat, ground sirloin. Those potatoes are cooked. Yes. Right into. Got potatoes. Got whole chunks of garlic in there. All that cooked up nice. The onions are soft. This is going to be beautiful. Like mushrooms. GoPro footage at night, right? Right. Anyway, there's the kayaks right here. Here's the river. And it's got all kinds of twinkly lights off in the background. It's really pretty. Sorry it doesn't come through on this shot. Gotta be here